Now, Kristin, to most of us, this would seem pretty sensible. You want to talk to the incoming president. You want to hope that maybe in the future you get to interview him. But have a look at some of the reactions. Some of the colleagues of these two on MSNBC have said it's cowardice, it's disgusting, but frankly unsurprising, said one of them. And another person's gone on to X and said normalising Trump is a bad idea, period. Normalising the president-elect. These people have lost their minds, haven't they, Kristin?
Of course they have, but I will say that these Morning Joe hosts were screaming loudly for years, insisting to their viewers that Donald Trump was a Nazi fascist. Well, guess what? If they truly believed he was a Nazi fascist, would they be going to his home and meeting with him? Of course not. These Morning Joe hosts lied. They lied to their viewers. And that's why, Chris, when I go on Twitter and I see their viewers angry at them, I don't really blame the viewers. They were lied to for years into believing that Donald Trump was some sort of racist dictator. Guess what? It was a lie. And these Morning Joe hosts, Mika and Joe, contributed to the rhetoric in this country that led to Donald Trump getting shot. They should be ashamed. They should apologize, but I'm not going to hold my breath for an apology.
Yeah, you're right. The hypocrisy is strong and they should apologise, not just say they've had the meeting, but apologise and admit that they were wrong to start with. I do, again, admire, you've got to admire the genius of Donald Trump, though, making them go down to his place, come down to Florida, you know, bow and kowtow to me, and then maybe I'll talk to you in the future, but perhaps maybe not. Meanwhile, of course, there is a president. The White House is occupied by Joe Biden. Nobody seems very interested in what he's got to say anymore, least of all himself. He doesn't seem to be too interested either. Have a look at him in Brazil just yesterday.
Thank you very, very much.
And there he goes, Kristin, wandering off into the jungle. Did they find him?
Oh, man, I don't know. I watch these clips and it blows. This is the biggest scandal in modern political history, Chris. The fact that we have a president of the United States who's a vegetable, and the media looks at that and they just yawn. They go, oh, whatever. Yeah, we know. Nobody can. This is a huge scandal. This is dangerous to our country and our national security, and nobody seems to care.
Well, because just like those Morning Joe hosts you mentioned, they're all complicit. They're all covering for him for so long. They're all making excuses. And for them to get upset about this now, they'd have to admit their own errors. You are so spot on. Thanks for joining us, Kristin. We'll catch up next week.
Thank you, Chris.